name is Mante, and for today's video, we'll be going through how to um, customize your table of contents, especially, and so that for your you're going to have two heading ones or two titles, okay, that have the same style that are just below each other to be on one straight line. And this is particularly for human students and any other institution that uh, go by that go by this. Okay, so sometimes you're going to have the chapter one, and then there's just a space, and then you have your introduction or the next heading. Okay, so you have chapter two, and then you're going to have safety and economic and safety, sorry, safety, communication, and health in the mind, all appearing here and not on the next line, right? So that's what we're going to do for today. Now, to make things simple, I'll introduce my navigation. So that is at view, and I'll bring my navigation pane. Right now, that's going to help me move quickly. Right, so I just have to scroll that, and then I'll get to whichever topic I want to get to. Right, so now you see that this chapter one here, and then this introduction here. Chapter one is directly under the introduction, okay, but um, I'm going to make a reference to the UMAT thesis, okay, UMAT thesis guide, and this is it, UMAT thesis guide. So for the UMAT thesis guide, you have chapter one, introduction, like that. You have chapter two, introduction, literature review. It is not uh, what we see here. Okay, we have chapter one, introduction. Sorry, let's go to the table of contents. What's happening? Table of contents here. You see chapter one and the introduction here. So to create, to correct that, right? So just hold control click and then that. Now all I have to do is to delete the space there and make sure chapter one and introduction are on the same line. Now when you hit enter, when you hit the space here, okay, so when you hit the space and you go there, and let's update the table of contents and see what happens. It's going to pick it up. Okay, it will pick it up. So enter table, yes. So you're going to see chapter one introduction. Nice. But then this is not how it is. So people do this and then they come back to hit enter and they don't go back to update their table of contents. So because when you go back to update your table of content, it will go back to how it was initially. Right, so there, update the entire table, and then there you have it. Right, so to prevent this problem from occurring, there is this simple way to do it. It looks so simple, you'll be angry. Why didn't know that at first? All you have to do is hold shift, right? Hold the shift and then hit the enter. Okay, hold shift and hit the enter, right? So this is even going to give you a guide. So even though they are on separate lines, it's still on one line here. All right, it's still on one line here. You can see that with the chapter two. Okay, they're on separate lines. This shows that's on one line. Now let's go to our table of contents and then let's update it. You can also update table of content from here straight, right? And there you have it, right? Chapter one and introduction on one line, right? I hope it was good. Yeah, let's do that for chapter two as well. All right. So hold control and you just click it again. You just delete it and then you hold shift and then you punch enter and that's it. So chapter two, safety, communication in the mind, and that's it. And like I said, for you maths, this is supposed to be 14. Let's go to home and see the font style 14, and this is supposed to be 12, right? And the spacing between them, make sure you set it 1.5. chapter 1, 2, same thing here, 12, and spacing between them 1.5. Yeah, in some cases, you'll be allowed to use 2.0, yeah, to make it more spacious. Yeah, 2.0. Yeah, that way it makes it more spacious. Now again, I want to say this: it's not about the space; it's about the rules in your school. All right. Now another thing you can also notice here is that it just has one little, is it yeah, drop down button. Yeah, like a collapse button. Yeah, a collapse button. It has just one. That is, if you use the shift and the enter to do the separation, but if you just use enter to do the separation, it's going to have one for the chapter 2, and going to have another one created also here for the safety, communication, and health in the mind. All right, so this is how you will uh, do this little modification in your table of contents to make sure that chapter 1 and the introduction are all on one line. Right, I hope this video was helpful. Make sure you leave your comments and I'll get back to you. But before we go, let's update this table of contents and see what happens. Right, so you can update field, or you can go there and click update. So you're going to update the entire table, and then you can see that chapter 2, safety, communication, health in the mind is there. Right, thank you so much for listening and watching as well. Bye bye.